Hello and welcome to your week 5 after tummy tuck gentle breath work and mindfulness practice. My name is Kathleen Lisson. I am a lymphedema therapist. I'm board certified in therapeutic massage and body work, and I'm a yoga teacher. So today's class is going to be a mix of breath work, and we're going to do some holding of the breath as well during the breath work. We're also going to do guided meditation and then awareness of sound meditation. So if you have anxiety, breathing problems, cardiovascular blood pressure issues, anything that you think would impact your ability to do today's practice, go ahead and talk to your primary care physician before you start this or any other mindfulness practice. And then even if usually for the past weeks you felt perfectly fine with the practices, if today, during today's practice, you feel anxiety, lightheadedness or dizziness, a rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, any other symptoms, let your body talk to you and send you that message that maybe today's practice is not right for you. And for some people, it's best to practice this type of breath work on an empty stomach. We're going to be taking some deep diaphragmatic breaths. And so if you feel a little bit uncomfortable when you have a full tummy and you're taking deep breaths, you could perhaps try practicing in the morning before your breakfast. So we'll start with some mindful movement. So we'll pair inhales and exhales with different movements in the head, neck, and shoulders. We'll start by inhaling and looking up, and then exhale and look down. You can take the hands and place them right underneath the collarbones. If you want a little bit of extra stretch, inhale and look up. Feel the stretch on the front of the neck. Exhale and look down. Inhale and look up. Exhale and look down. Return the head to a neutral position, and then inhale and look over to the right. Exhale and look forward. Inhale and look to the left. Exhale and look forward. Inhale and look to the right. Exhale and look forward. Inhale, look to the left. Exhale and look forward. Inhale, looking to the right. Exhale, looking forward. Inhale, looking to the left. Exhale, and look forward. Now we'll do a little bit of a different movement. The ear is going to come down closer to the shoulder. So inhale and tip that right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhale and come back up to the top. Inhale the left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale, back up to the top. Inhale to the shoulder. Exhale, back to the top. Inhale. And then exhale to the top. One more on each side. Inhaling and exhaling as we get a range of motion on the neck. And then exhale and come back to the center. The hands can come down to the thighs. And then as we inhale, let's rotate the shoulders. So with the inhale, the shoulders can go up and back. Exhale, down and forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down and forward. Inhaling and exhaling with these shoulder rolls. And then one more in this direction. And then as we inhale to the top, let's reverse the motion and exhale forward and down. Inhaling and exhaling as we slowly roll the shoulders in the opposite direction. We'll do two more here. Getting that range of motion in the shoulders. And then on our next inhale, lift the shoulders up, up, up. And then as we exhale, let them slowly descend. And let's take a moment here and just feel into our neck, our chest, our shoulders. How does it feel after this short mindful movement and breathing practice? And then we will move into 5 minutes of 5-5 breathing. So I'll invite you to begin in a relaxed yet alert position. Your eyes can be open or closed. And we'll inhale for a count of 5 and exhale for a count of 5. We're going to do this for 5 minutes total, which is 30 breaths, and I'll keep the time. So come into that relaxed yet alert position, and then we'll start with an exhale and then inhale. Exhale. 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 Inhale. We're about halfway through. Exhale. Inhale. 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 And exhale. So that was 5 minutes of this simple breathing practice. I'll invite you to go back to breathing in a natural way and take a moment here and feel the difference in your body, in your mood, in your thoughts, like how busy your brain is after this brief 5-minute breathing practice. And now we'll move into an awareness of sound meditation. Your eyes can remain open or closed, and we'll spend a few minutes focusing on the sounds in our environment. So we'll start by becoming aware of the sounds in the room. We're listening to sounds that are close to us. Bring awareness to sounds that are outside of your space. We're aware of sounds that are farther away. And now become aware of all sound. Sounds that are within your body, sounds that are close to you, and sounds that are farther away. We are becoming aware of all sound. And as we bring this practice to a close, I'll invite you to take a longer breath in and a nice slow breath out. I'll invite you to open your eyes and notice any changes in sight, in sound, in your emotions after this awareness of sound meditation. And now we'll move into another breathwork practice. So you can continue to sit in that position that's alert yet relaxed. Your eyes can be open or closed. And we're going to be doing 4-7-8 breathing. So 4-7-8 breathing is about 4 counts of inhaling, 7-second pause with that full lungs of breath, and 8-second exhalation. So I will keep the time and cue us. We'll continue for about 5 minutes. And this is a little bit of a longer breath. So if at any time it's uncomfortable for you, you can take a break from it, breathe naturally, and you're always invited to come back. So we'll begin by exhaling and then inhale, pause, exhale. 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 Inhale, pause. We're about halfway through. Exhale. Inhale, pause, exhale. Inhale, pause, Exhale. Inhale. Pause. 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 And exhale. And that is 5 minutes of that breathwork practice. You can return to breathing naturally. You can open your eyes if they were closed. And take a moment now to feel into your body, into your mind, into your spirit. How do you feel after 5 minutes of this breathwork practice? Now we'll move into a self-compassion meditation. So your eyes can be open or closed, whatever's more comfortable for you. And you're invited to just breathe slowly and naturally as I say these following statements. It is hard to experience recovery from a tummy tuck. This is part of being human. And there's nothing wrong with feeling frustrated about your condition. And know that you are not the only one. I'll invite you, if it seems productive for you, to put a hand on your heart and say something kind to yourself. If you find it difficult to say something kind to yourself, imagine what you would say to a friend who is struggling with a chronic illness or their own surgery recovery. And as we come to the close of this short meditation, I'll invite you to take a longer breath in, a deeper Breath out, really letting go of the air in your lungs. And you can ground yourself by feeling your body against the furniture. I'll invite you to open your eyes. And take a moment here to focus inside of the body, inside of your spirit. How do you feel after this week's practice? Thank you for joining me for this breath work, this mindfulness in the Yoga After Plastic Surgery series. You can find more yoga videos at this website. I'm the author of the Plastic Surgery Recovery Handbook. You can find it in paperback and Kindle on Amazon. And you can find me on Instagram at Plastic Surgery Recovery Handbook. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day.